Farmers on Delta's Westham Island are scrambling to figure out how they're going to get their produce to market. A barge collided into the only bridge on the island this week, and now we're learning the damage is worse than first thought. CTV's Martin McMahon reports on the residents who don't know how long they'll be cut off.
There's 3 barns down there. Loaded with potatoes.
Westham Island farmer Hugh Reynolds knows potatoes.
This is what they call yellow flesh, and this is just about the best potato that you want.
But with damage to the Westham Island Bridge worse than expected following Tuesday's barge strike involving the tugboat Quadrant Partner and no clear timeline for a repair or replacement, he has a lot of potatoes going nowhere anytime soon.
They need to go off the island every day. So we've lost 3 shipping days now.
Reynolds' farm isn't the only one affected, with Delta Mayor George Harvey estimating as much as $10 million worth of produce is stranded. The city has organized a barge, but is hoping to ramp up the number of trips to help farmers and others on the island.
Barges that will take small vehicles and be able to do regular trips, and then a large barge which will be, really regulated insofar as high tides and low tides, that type of thing. So we're looking at both possibilities.
Damage assessments continue with a dive team involved, but there are big questions about what's next if the 100-plus-year-old bridge ultimately needs to be replaced. While people can walk across, that will now be restricted to residents only.
We're in the early stages of planning a replacement bridge here, and we've got funding secured for the design of that right now. Further funding for construction would need to be secured at a later date.
Reynolds is calling on all levels of government to help as he fears the worst for the future of the bridge.
The manager, Delta manager last night, he used the word condemned. And they're sending divers down to see whether the pilings are even connected.
The Transportation Safety Board is sending investigators to look into what has happened here. In the meantime, people and the farmers here are left to wonder when they'll have a functional crossing once again. Martin McMahon, CTV News, Delta.